Hello everybody and welcome to the next episode of the Wonderland campaign. We are on scenario 2A, a sea of troubles. The scenery continues for mile after mile until at last you find an anomaly. Some distance up the beach from a saltwater pool and near the edge of a dense forest sits the remains of a quaint cottage. It looks like a disaster photograph, with the thatch roof exploding upward and the wooden walls splintering out, but with each piece suspended in air. You approach the house cautiously, and as you circle the building, you see the white rabbit, the same one that traversed Arkham not long ago. The rabbit wails anxiously to two other figures that regard him sadly, a man and a lizard. "My house! My poor house! Oh, the monster that must have done this!" The dirt-caked man shakes his head forlornly and strokes his chin as he surveys the damage. "And a monster that didn't even finish what it started, Your Honor. It didn't think to let the pieces fall before it vanished away." "Never you mind the pieces, Pat," the white rabbit snaps. "Call someone to put it back together. Oh, how late I shall be." You take a half step forward, only for the grinning head of the Cheshire Cat to wink into existence before you. The poor rabbit, not a roof over his head to speak of. The cat's paw appears and gestures towards the shattered house. As Gurith Naka claws at your world with its front, its back nails gouge into Wonderland. The shadows crept to the corners until now only seen by those who also lurk in the dark, solitary as oysters. Its eyes glance in the direction of the beach and vanish, leaving only its smile to linger a few moments after. You only have a few seconds to consider the cat's words. "You there!" You look down from the suspended grin to see the white rabbit looking up at you haughtily. "Standing with idle hands when there's a monster about. Come help Bill to find this beast and drag it back. It has much to answer for." His finger points to the lizard, who tips his cap back at you hesitantly. Before you can reply in any fashion, the white rabbit turns back to the cottage and resumes his despairing. You rub at the back of your neck at a loss for words as you weigh your options. Forced into work as you are, there's a chance you might learn something by venturing out into the surf. Gather all cards from those sets. All right. Check the campaign log. Gather the cards from the Wonderland Boons encounter set whose names are listed under the Wonderland Boons, and the cards from the Wonderland encounter set whose names are listed under the Wonderland Banes. Set the Walrus and Carpenter aside. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the thing. Okay. The Dodo. Core Zone, 2 months of the Golden Table with your Twitch Prime on us. We really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime on us, and welcome to the Golden Table. If you're watching and you have not used your Twitch Prime yet, consider using it on the channel. We would love to have it. Okay. So, the quiet lapping of waves on the sand does little to calm your feeling of foreboding. Shadows flit in every wave, making you reluctant to enter the surf in search of truth. Search for the eldest oyster. You consider the Cheshire Cat's cryptic words carefully. The cat seemed to suggest not only that the monster that destroyed the white rabbit's home was one of Gurith Naka's ilk, but also that the nearby oyster may have somehow assisted in finding and defeating it. If you can destroy this monster, perhaps the same can be done to Gurith Naka in time. If there are a total of at least 4-player oysters in play among all locations, the investigators may advance. What the frick? 5 doom advances. -1 if you fail, remove 1 oyster from your location. If you fail, take 1 horror. Okay. Alright. White Rabbit's house. Resign. This was no day at the beach. There cannot be more than 6 oysters on White Rabbit's house. At the start of the investigation phase, place clues on White Rabbit's house from the token bank until there are player clues on it. If there are no clues on White Rabbit's house in your campaign log, under Fragments of Alice, record Intuition. Okay, that's doable. Then we got tidal pools, sandy strand, rocky outcropping, sheltered shallows, twinning reef. -3, fail, take 1 horror. That's spooky. Alright. Bill the Lizard. Exhaust Bill the Lizard. Move Bill the Lizard to any connecting location. Additionally, you may move up to 6 oyster from Bill the Lizard's current location to his new location, not exceeding the maximum for each location. Any investigator at Bill the Lizard's location may activate this ability. What the frick is going on here? Okay. he said, unsure. All right, let's start opening hand. Oh, sick. So sick. So we got the Devil. Each investigator has 3 fewer slots, each of a different type, is chosen by that investigator when the game begins. We chose Tarot. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to copy this card. I'm going to delete this Saltwater Crocodile. We got rid of this slot, and that slot. These slots do not exist. They are dead. They are dead slots. Anyway, over here, I think we, like, kill everything but this scavenging. Do I regret this? Yes. Do we have to live with it? Yes. Okay. Over here, I think we just burn everything. What are we looking for? I don't even know, TBH. We have what we want. Yeah, honestly, this is a really good opening hand. This is really nice. Okay. Well, I mean, we gotta, right, chat? We have to do Written in the Stars. We have to start there. We have to. That's the rule. All right. Discard it. While the card is in your discard pile, commit to each eligible skill test you perform. I mean, that's still fine, right? Because we can play this scavenging. I am going to do that. We get a book icon, exactly, right? So we're going to investigate at 6 to 3. Sure, man, you got this. And then we're going to go 5 to 3. Sure, man, you got this. You got this. It's yours. It's yours. Take it. Take my first turn. I don't even want it. All right, we're going to play the Spear. I'm going to play my Cross. I'm going to draw a card. Upkeep. All right, we're at 1 of 5. You have a card over here. Test Brain X, where X is equal to your Shroud location Shroud value. If you fail, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a shadow enemy. Yeah, it was written in the stars that you wouldn't do anything that turn. It's true. I cannot compete with the stars. If you fail, search the encounter and discard the deck for a shadow enemy and spawn and engage with you. All right, perfect. All right, well, we're going to test 4 to 3. Flip the cat. Flip, 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 flip the cat. The Dodo. Put the Dodo in play next to the agenda deck. What does he do? When a skull token is revealed, sounds good. That surges into Surge Peril. Choose a player who does not currently control the Cheshire Cat. That player immediately takes control of the Cheshire Cat. Give that to me! It's mine! It's my cat! Flip it! Let's go! Alright, let's go again. Saltwater Crocodile. Hunter, spawn any coastal location. Let's check out this one first. If there are 3 or more oyster on Saltwater Crocodile's location, he turns into a hungry boy. He turns into a hungry boy. Anyway, we're going to stand together. We're going to move in here for action number 2. There cannot be more than 6 oysters on tidal pools. After succeeding in investigating by 1 or more, place 1 resource from the token bank on tidal pools as an oyster. We'll get a resource, and I'll zap them with the cross. I mean, I don't really need to. We'll just gain the resource. Man, if we draw the thing that makes me discard cards, that's gonna really suck with this. That's gonna really suck. We'll tempt fate. Ooh, Greta, you might honestly just kind of be Holy Spear security, potentially. Alright, so for our last action, we're going to attack. We have 6 to 3. Actually, we're going to do the bottom action. We're going to seal 2 of the blessed tokens we have here. Zip! So we get +4. So we're attacking for 8 to 3. Overkill. Okay. We move him over here because we're going to start collecting oysters, I think. We have to do this if there are no clues on White Rabbit's house. We need to do this. I want to do that. I don't know if this... We're going to try it out. We're going to go for 7. 7 to 3. 9 to 3. We're still good. Give me a clue. We succeed by... I don't think we... I mean, I think we did succeed by 2, but I don't think it matters. Then we're going to commit these 2 cards to go 6 to 3. Sweet. Jeremiah Kirby would be sick. But what's important is that we have... we recorded intuition under a fragment of Alice. Did I spell that right? Nope. Did I spell it right there? No, I'm missing a T. There's a U in there. That shouldn't be there. Intuition. Wordle, baby. Cool. For our last action, let's drop down Jeremiah Kirby. We're going to choose odd. Oh, I did not shuffle. We should shuffle. Draw 3. Oopsie, that's mine, not yours. Okay, that's me. At the start of the investigation phase, we'll upkeep. We'll upkeep. We'll go 2 to 5. Evil card is a saltwater crocodile. He can spawn over here for sure. And then a pelagic nightmare. Hunter. Build a lizard cannot be moved to pelagic nightmare's location. After pelagic nightmare enters location, if build a lizard is at that location, move build a lizard to the connecting location with the lowest shroud. So we'll put this guy over here for the time being. Okay, but now luckily because we have the Sword of Power, we can use that as insurance to not discard our Holy Spear if need be. We'll get a resource when that guy engages us. BT dubs. And I think we just attack him at 6 to 3. Bye. Give me the Greta. Give me a card. Hey, it's Smite the Wicked. Another pelagic nightmare. Okay. I'm ready to... Zoe's ready to fight. She's going to take some damage for sure, but she's going to be able to probably kill one of these no problem. All right, Min is going to hop in here. Beep. We're going to play this. I'm going to use it. I mean, I'll put it in my hand because we'll just play it this turn. Okay. All right. For my last action, we'll investigate with this. We have 7 to 3. 5 to 3. Min, I don't want to say that you need to stop drawing those autofails, but you might need to stop drawing those autofails if we want to get anything done. Hello, we're the Pelagic Nightmares. Ooh, that's actually really helpful. 3 of 5. Evil card is. This MFer is right here. Location gets +2 Shroud. All right. There you go. Let's put him down here. Okay. Well, I think we want Min to go first. And let's look at the bottom. I'll take that. Okay. So then we investigate. It's 6 to 5. You just have to believe, chat. If you believe anything's possible. Yeah, we fail. That's okay. I won't getting that in my discard pile is the thing. Give me a card. No clues. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. And I'll play this totem. Okay, Zoe. You're going to spend 2. Let's bring the wicked guy over first. So, after Bill Pelagic enters location, after Pelagic Nightmare, I called it Bill Pelagic. That's not right. Bill the Lizard at location, move into the connecting location with the lowest shroud. Bye! Bye, Bill! It's a rough start here on this scenario. It's a rough start for sure. Okay, I mean, but luckily, like, Zoe's doing fine. So we're going to gain a resource. And then we're going to spend that resource to deal the damage to this guy? No, we'll just gain the resource. All right, we're fighting this guy. We're at 6 to 3. 7 to 3. 7 to 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to 3. Sweet. He'll take 2. We're going to go again. And we're going to commit this. We have 8 to 3. 6 to 3. 8 to 3. -1. So this guy will die. I'm taking with it this. We're going to get an extra action, which we're going to use to engage this shade. And then we're going to attack him at 7-2. Sweet. Yeah, Zoe's fun. I've always liked Zoe. I think she's just a good time. All right, enemy phase. Enemy phase. I am going to gain a resource. We're not going to ping him, though. We do take 1 and 1. Don't think you get away that easy, Justin. I'm going to put it on me, which is a bit weird, but that's what I'm going to do. Upkeep. Upkeep! Interesting. That is kind of nice. This guy only attacks for meat. He's literally the weakest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right. We got to do... Man, you got to do something, man. Digging for apples. Put digging for apples into play in your threat area. When you activate an action or a reaction ability on your location, spend 2 resources or take 1 damage. Okay, move as many oysters as possible from your location to all connecting coastal locations, distributed as evenly as possible. If 1 or fewer oysters were moved by this effect, tidal... Okay, surge. I'll shuffle these 2 back in. I want to keep these 2 as insurance for the card. Cool. That surges? It does. Okay. Okay. Min's going to move over here, check out this location. Maybe it's better. Choosing this card of 2 cards from your hand, place X resources from the token bank as oysters, or X was the amount of cards you discarded. Limit once per turn. Okay. Okay. I'm going to oh, sorry, while I'm here, I also should have moved Build a Lizard. It is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Actually, I'm going to have moved the Build a Lizard as well beforehand when we came in. It's just connecting location, right? Yeah, okay. We want Bill where we are. Bill's important. All right, well, we're going to take a damage. And we're going to discard 2 cards from our hand. I know getting rid of this seems crazy, but I don't think Zoe needs the help, TBH. And we're going to place 2 oysters on this location. I've gone crazy. I've gone mad. All right. We're going to start with the scene of the crime. How many oysters do we need? 8 oysters! We've made no progress. All right, we're going to attack this guy. We have 7-3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-3. Did you get Julie a tattoo of Mitch and James in the hot tub? Absolutely not. 5-3. Absolutely not. Let's go again. 7-3. Sweet, he's dead. It's just get oysters. I am just getting oysters. We're going to take a clue off of this location so we can just get the victory. Upkeep phase. Upkeep. Hey, that's pretty good. I'll gain a resource when that guy engages me. Problems with the old country house squire. A disinterested carpenter approaches the white rabbit in his partially demolished home, giving them both only a glance. Yes, yes, only hurry, the rabbit pleads, tapping his foot. Easy does it, Gov, the carpenter retorts, rubbing his stomach. Job's as good as done, and only I'm a mite peckish. I'll be back around once I've had a bite. Further down the rocky coast, an enormous walrus lifts itself out of the surf. Its stomach growls like an earthquake as it looks out over the sea of tears. He's gonna eat the fucking oysters, isn't he? He's gonna eat the fucking oysters. Victuals abound, and oyster dinner seems the only solution, it rumbles to itself. Spawn to set aside the walrus and to play at the tidal pools, and spawn to set aside the carpenter to play at the rabbit's house. Shelve the remainder of the walrus and the carpenter encounter set and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Sure, let's just get all these fucking enemies we drew back in here. Alright, the walrus goes in the tidal pools. Eat away, brother. Okay. Beginning the feed. The two on your fingers make their way down to the beach with the clear intent of devouring the oysters. With each bite, they seem to grow larger by inches at a time, and at the same time grow darker and more distorted. At the end of the Mythos phase, remove all doom from all cards in play. For each doom removed, resolve the highest possible option player times. Alright, at the end of the Mythos phase, remove all doom from all cards in play. The highest possible option. Move one oyster from the walrus or the carpenter's location onto that enemy. Move the walrus or the carpenter one location towards the closest location with the most oysters on it. If there are no oysters on locations, we advance. So I gotta really pick up my oyster picking, huh? Okay. After the carpenter is successfully attacked, move up to player oysters from the carpenter hit his location limit once per round. Same thing. And when they get big... Okay, well, let's see what we got from the Mythos deck. Flip him. Aw, shit, he's pissed. That surges into Tidal Surge. Move as many oysters as possible from your location to all connecting locations, distributed as evenly as possible. That's not good! More enemies, yay, yay, yay. Alright, we don't remove Doom, so we actually do not have to worry about this turn. Well, we're going to attack this crocodile. We have 7-3. Bye. Oh, I guess we get when we engage 2 and we get a resource. Give me the last clue. I'll draw 2 cards with this glory. Cool. We'll attack this guy. 7-3. Bye. Then we'll move in here. There cannot be more than 6 oysters on Sandy Strand. Test for 3. If you succeed, place 1 resource from the token bank on Sandy Strand as an oyster. If you succeed by 2 or more, place 1 additional oyster on Sandy Strand. My clues don't do anything yet. They're just like wasting space. Okay. We just gotta focus on these oysters. Okay. well, let's look at the bottom of my deck. I'll take it. Alright, so Min's got to put out some oysters this turn. Except this card just, like, this card sucks. I don't like this scenario that much. This scenario is not clicking for Justin. Alright, well, we're going to discard... Yes, this is my blind playthrough for the campaign. I think if we move this over here... It just moves on them, though. And we can punch them off. The problem is, like, I mean, we could evade with this, right? The problem is, like, Zoe doesn't really have the ability to evade afterwards. Yeah, Lily punched them in the gut to get them to vomit. But then you have no way to evade them after, and I just think that's poopy design. I'm moving here for action number 2. Take another damage to do this. So we're testing 2 to 3. I can commit this to go 5 to 3. It's not great. The minus... We need the minus... If we want to dodge the -1. Because of this dumb cat. Do we have a foot symbol we can give over here? Absolutely not. Sure. Okay, I'll keep. Get up, Bill, you lazy lizard! Desperate X. X is equal to the location Shroud Valve. You fail, searching counter deck. Alright, so we're going to commit this guy and go 5 to 3. 5 to 2. 5 to 2! Sweet. Give me a clue that I apparently have no need for right now. Can I stop getting just enemies, please? Okay. So this guy, we remove a Doom, so we resolve this player time. So we'll move this guy eats this. And then because they have nothing left to eat, I'm going to move this guy down here. Hungry boy! Hungry boy. Okay. So then Zoe comes here. Oh, that's poggy. That's huge. After you defeat an enemy at sheltered shallows, place X resources from the token bank on this. Sweet. I'm not going to ding him. Because we just have... How many curse tokens are in here? There's 1. So we have... 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. Yeah, we're just going to run this. Sweet. Finish him. After you defeat an enemy at this location, place X resources, where X is 1 less than that enemy's health. So we get to place 3. So that was number 1. And number 2, he's dead. All right, Min, you're going to move in here. Yeah, 3 whole oysters for something that was necessary anyway. Honestly, we kind of want to, like, Zoe might just live here for the time being. We can keep sending these guys here, and I'm pretty sure we'll beat the pace that they have. Potentially. Potentially. Okay. Yeah, I'll spend a double action to just place some dumb oysters here. And I'll spend 2 money. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can advance this. Boom! You work your way up and down the coast, but none of the shellfish seem to understand. Finally, one oyster in particular regards you more warily than the others. You're not a part of Wonderland, it states coolly, but neither are you one of the shadows. You must be another Alice. You do your best to explain the circumstances, and it nods itself slowly. Choose an investigator to immediately take control of the set-aside Elder Oyster asset. The Eldest Oyster. Exhaust the Eldest Oyster, get plus X skill value of this test, where X is the number of oysters in location. Any investigator. Oh, let's go. That guy's pretty old. So sick. How many clues do we got? We need 1 more. Alright. But we still need to spawn oysters because these guys are going to keep eating. Actually, honestly, this is probably better on Zoe because Zoe could use it to evade these punks. I gave the cat over. This is what we want to give. Yeah, this is probably better for Zoe. The oyster's demand that you take it with you. The shadows are hungry, like their master, and anything hungry can be baited. They crave things from your world, some of which have drifted in from the Sea of Tears. You get the idea pretty quickly to start collecting anything you can find from Arkham. At the end of the round, investigators at Rocky Outcropping may spend the requisite number of clues to advance. Rocky Outcropping, right there, baby. All right, bing. Upkeep phase. I think we want a deduction this location. We do also have to be concerned about this unspeakable oath. We do have to spend some time on that, so it's just something to be aware of. Bing! Evil card. Of Cabbages and Kings, if all oysters in play are on the cabbages, on the Walrus, and or the Carpenter's location of Cabbages... What the frick? Oh, my brain. Of Cabbages and Kings. If all oysters in play are on the Walrus and or the Carpenter's locations of Cabbages and Kings gain Surge. This is not the case. Otherwise, test brain 3. If you fail, move X oysters that are not on the Walrus or the Carpenter's location, 1 location towards either the Walrus or the Carpenter, where X is the amount we failed by. Okay. So we're testing 4 to 3. I'm this but and bad. So we move 3 of them. Okay. Hey, I mean, that is what we want, right? This is exactly what we said we wanted. So this MFer just fucking eats and eats. He's just hungry. He's like, it tastes so freaking good. These yummy oysters. Oh, wow. All right, well, we're going first as men. We have 5 to 4. We can go 6, 7 to 4. We can go 8, 9 to 4. We'll go 9 to 4. -3 is 6, which is not 1 above. We're still good. We're still good. Give me these clues. We'll search the top 3 of cards. We would love a deduction. Ice pick is like a deduction. I will put this here. We can also return... What the frick? We can also return an item asset. Because we've succeeded by 2 at least. Because we had 6 to 4. Give me... Suppose this. And then we're going to go 1, 2. At the end of the round. Okay. Oh, sorry. Zoe, you need to be there too. You know what? We're actually going to stop here and investigate here instead then. Because then if Min can do it by herself, that's kind of nice. So we have 5, 6 to 2. Sweet. Yeah, no. We'll play this smart as opposed to reckless. Oh, we can actually even probably get rid of this next turn. That'd be nice. All right, Zoe, stab, stab, stab. We have 7 to 3. 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. Sweet. Sweet. Let's place 6 oysters here. Sorry, 3 oysters here. Oh, sorry, we should have 1 more resource. And honestly, I think we're going to play the safeguard. I think the safeguard's just good here. And then honestly, just give me a card. Might as well, right? Oh, it's who you spawn it as. My hand size counter isn't right. I thought that would work, but it didn't. I tried saving an asset that was just for the orange one, but it just didn't work. Yeah, what can you do? He's gotta make some modifications, right? Okay. Upkeep. Okay. Oh, sorry, the Chevron. Boom! Okay. We're going to go on the hunt here. Are we? No, we'll just take a card. There is a location with 6, but if I never need to activate one of those again, it's not really like a concern. This guy eats this, and then he moves here. He's a hungry boy. He's hungry. Okay. So... what I think we do is we start by investigating this location at 5 to 2. We can get rid of this. Then we'll move over here for our next action, which is going to be... we're going to investigate. We have 4, 5, 6 to 3. We'll go, we'll use this. We'll use this. So we'll go 9 to 3. Sorry, we'll go like 10 to 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 to 3. Ha ha! Yes! That's okay, chat. That's okay. Oh, yeah. No, I know there's the limit of 6. I know. I am aware of that. Okay. I'll engage this guy. Then we'll attack him. At 7 to 2. Holy shit. He's dead. We got a lot of auto fails this scenario. I think we've gotten, what, 6? Most of them have been min. I'll investigate this location at 8 to 3. I'll commit this to go 9 to 3. He's done it. And he's gonna keep fucking doing it. He's gonna keep fucking doing it. Alright, upkeep. Alright, this goes up to 1. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. We search the top 9 for a card. That's not great. Okay, but I mean, like, we'll just, like, kill it with the power of God. Do we do that? No, we don't do that, because we just fight it, right? We just go 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4? Yeah. No. We let it go. We do kill him. We do kill him with the cross. Alright. Then we remove a doom, and then this guy goes, I'm fucking hungry! Okay. Okay. We are going to ice pick here. We are going to investigate. We have... No, sorry. First things first, we're going to bring back all of these Glimmer of Hopes to our hand. Then we are going to ice pick. We have 4, 5, 6 to 3. I'll go 7 to 3. We only lose to the -4. And the autofail. I'll discard this to grab 2 clues. Shroud's increased. Man, good thing we still passed. Good thing it didn't even matter. At the end of the round. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to try to evade this guy. But even then, it's not really a problem too much, to be honest. I mean, he does have the thing on there. But we have 2 to 3. We can go 2, 3, 4, 5 to 3. -3 puts us to 2. +1 would cause us to fail. I think we'll just take the horror. Okay. we take a 1 and 1. It's not the worst. So we can come and help next turn. I think we just try to slow down this guy's eating habits this turn. We'll engage him. We're going to attack him. We have 7 to 3. Sweet. Puke those out, you fat lard. Then we'll try to evade him. We have 2 to 3. We get 6. We have 8 to 3. Yeah, get back down there, you fat lard. All right, enemy phase, we take 1 and 1. We go upkeep. We go upkeep. And then at the end of the round, we can spend these. I should have 8 clues, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, just not all there. Goop. 8. See? We can count. Okay. With the wise oyster's guidance, you gather a collection of random flotsam at the small ledge overlooking the Sea of Tears. These items are not from Wonderland either, the oyster explains matter-of-factly, and therefore must be... Was it each investigator? Investigators, perfect. And therefore must be from wherever you are. The shadows crave things from your home, and with this many, you surely have enough to bait a hook. You tie the debris together and hurl it into the water on a line. No sooner has the cluster hit the water when an enormous shadowy figure erupts from the sea, consuming the objects in a single bite. Bill the lizard gives a terrified wail at the mere sight of the beast, and you do your best to keep him from fleeing as the monster emerges. Check your campaign log. If the investigators went down the rabbit hole, we spawn the set-aside a deep lurker, perilous predator at the rocky outcropping. I am the perilous predator. Hunter and Massive. After it is successfully attacked, it gets +1 fight until the end of the round. Interesting. Interesting. Min's like, I'm gonna die. The shadowy monster eyes you hungrily and he begins to scrabble up the cliff face towards you. Now is your chance to see what weakness the creature holds. If you're at Deep Lurker's location, action, spend a clue, fight. This test uses book instead of fist. If you succeed, deal 1 damage to the Deep Lurker, 2 damage instead if there are 4 or more oysters on your location. If the Deep Lurker is defeated, we advance. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. This guy's 8 health. Alright, evil card. It's a crocodile. I think we just got to put this guy here. All right, we're testing 4 to 3. Sweet. Voiceless Mango, 2 months at the Golden Table. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime on us. I really do appreciate it. Here's an oyster for you. Slurp, slurp. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 turns left. It's probably better if we just focus our energy on this guy, right? To hit him with the spear. 1, 2, hit him with the spear. Have no fear. The spear is here. I'm going to release one of these tokens. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 to 1. I think I can overpower this because we have a vicious blow. But we can also use that on Min. Yeah, no, we'll do this. Yeah, I think we just run with this. We have 9. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9 to 1. Sweet. We'll draw a card. I don't become engaged with a massive enemy. My things don't trigger. I don't become engaged. I've always been engaged with it. Unless there's something that's like... Oh, I see. Gazing wistfully. I get it. I get it. Okay, this is me. Over here, we're going to try and evade the big guy first, I think. Have this daring. Min, you have 6. 6 to 3. Sweet. Nice job, Min. You draw a card. Zoe, it's yours. Backpack? We don't even have a back slot. Then we'll try to evade this guy. I'm going to play the resourceful even though it's not like the optimal time. So we have 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5 to 3. Take this, we'll go 7 to 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. We succeed by 1, so we automatically fail instead. I'll just try to evade this guy 2 to 3. He doesn't have alert or anything. Cool. I could use the lucky here. Saves us damage. I might as well. The other tests honestly aren't that spooky. And then we can give this to Zoe, and Zoe's like a bit more prepared to fight. Upkeep. That resourceful's nice. That take the initiative is also nice. Alright, test brain X. We're testing 4 to 3. Yeah, she does get a resource from this one, though. That is true, but I really don't need that resource. Alright, we're testing 4 to 3. Nice! Over here we got... Alright, so that's going to surge. Into... Whetted appetite and play next to the agenda. In the round, the Walrus and the Carpenter tackle investigators at respective locations in player order. Discard whetted appetite. Oh, they're hungry. They're hungry. Alright, so this guy's just going to eat 2 eggs. Man, the poor Walrus is getting no love here. Okay. Let's fight this guy. Release a token. We have 4, 5, 6, 7 to 1. Sweet. He takes 2 damage, down to 4. We are going to seal 2 on this to attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 2. That's an extra damage. It's relevant, chat! Look at that! Can you imagine this scenario in Ancient Evils? Oh my god. Anyway, this deals 3, 4 damage. This guy's defeated. We advance. What the frick? Wonderland? I'm going to assume I get, like, Resolution 1 or something. Uh-oh. The world is cursed? We need 5 experience from this scenario. We have 1, 2. Dang, we only have 4. Frick. That sucks. Was there more we could have gotten? I don't think so. For people watching at home, or someone's checking out what the card should say. Yeah, that scenario wasn't my favorite. Like, I think the design was good. Like, all the numbers made sense and everything worked well. But it just didn't resonate with me. It wasn't a fun scenario for this guy. For this loser. It's resolution 2. Thank you. Okay. The dark creature's destruction sends out a force like the opposite of a shockwave. A wall of stillness sweeps outwards from the remains, and for a minute you can hear the blood rushing in your ears as the shadows evaporate before you. The swell of the sea returns slowly, and the taste of the salt air rouses your senses. The beach behind you seems brighter and warmer than before, and you take exhausted steps back inland. Further back, amid the sedge, grass, and small dunes, you find the walrus and the carpenter lying in wretched states. The sound around them is stained with darkness, and the last driblets of shadow leak from the corners of their mouths as they lie groaning. A rotten punch. It's shellfish poisoning, I'll wager, the carpenter mumbles as he clutches his stomach. The walrus can only grunt painfully in agreement as it rolls to one side. After everything this pair did to the oysters, and you besides, you must decide what to do with them. Each investigator earns experience X. Okay, so we gain... that's 5, right? No, it was 4. Because we get 2, 3, 4. Count the number of oysters on locations at the end of the scenario. If there are 2 player or more oysters on locations... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 2 bonus experience! Let's go! That's huge. That's huge. Here's what it says. You beat back the savage monster, throwing everything you have at it. After many grueling minutes, the shadowy creature grows unstable and dissipates with a hollow cry. Bill the Lizard's courage finally fails him, and he lets out a panicked yelp. He flees immediately, the awful sound of the shadow's death rattle, leaving you to face its fading form alone. The investigators must decide. They're no further threat to anyone like that. We've taken enough risks. Let's finish them. I'm gonna not kill them, because that doesn't seem like what Min would do. Zoe might want to, but Min's like, no, we shouldn't kill these guys. And Zoe's like, fine. In spite of everything, the 2 gluttons are as much a part of Wonderland as the oysters are. Everyone has to eat something after all. You take a small amount of time to help them recover from their possession. The walrus and the carpenter give you no thanks, but they do comment on their experience of being overtaken by the shadows with rather embellished details. Not killing them is just as powerful a message as killing them, IMO? Yeah. I don't know why, but I find that so funny. You're lucky. I decided that you lived. All right. The walrus and the carpenter have lost their appetites. Skip to resolution number 5. The sand transitions back to dirt as you return to the White Rabbit's house. You find that the suspended fragments of his house have collapsed down, and the rabbit is now fussing over the mess. Dear, dear, another mess. Where is that workman? He may as well have been another monster for all the good he did. The White Rabbit snorts in frustration and turns toward you. And you! Have you brought the monster with you? You do your best to explain the ordeal, and the rabbit nods along with the growing look of disturbance on his face. Oh, +1 bonus experience? Oh, wait a minute. See that? 7 XP? We are loaded. As you end your tale, the White Rabbit jerks with a sudden twitch and grabs for his pocket. No, I'm even more late now. I must hurry. Must find my gloves, or the Duchess will be furious. He dashes towards the door, having completely dismissed you in his hurry. You quickly try to question the rabbit further about Wonderland and the dangers ahead, but your words fall on deaf ears, and rabbits have big ears. Big ears! The rabbit is absorbed in his new task utterly and will not spare a moment for anything else. You depart with a sigh, resigned to spend your precious time elsewhere. However, between the oysters of ice and your triumph over the shadows here, you feel as though you're on the right path. Record an additional strength. In your campaign log, we record the rabbit survived the monster's attack. And we proceed to interlude the caterpillar. Holy shit! Oh my god, this is a lot of reading. What is this? Betrayal at the Mountains of Madness? Anyway. There are no established roads through the dense woodlands. Each trampled trail you find works aimlessly back upon itself to the point where you make better progress forging your own path. You walk for hour after hour, staving off the strange creatures, trying your best to make sense of the baffling landscape. Your progress is further hampered as a thick fog creeps over the woods. You can barely see the distance from one tree to the next, slowing your pace to a staggered walk. Gradually, you discover an aroma mixed in with the fog, but strangely exotic. The fog slowly transitions to smoke, giving you no further vision, but a clear trail. You follow the strengthening smell to a secluded copse, covered on every available surface by 100 varieties of mushrooms. Atop one of the mushrooms sits a large caterpillar, longing with a hookah beside him. Lounging, not longing. Oh, where's my hookah? I miss my hookah. His eyes rise to meet yours, but he reacts with complete indifference. Who are you? The caterpillar demands, with smoke streaming from his pursed lips. You open your mouth to explain, but the insect holds up one of his many arms. Explain once you are the correct size. He breaks off a piece of his toadstool seat and holds it up lazily. Oh yeah, we're tiny. This will correct you. You accept with no small amount of consideration, assuring yourself that this is one case where you would reasonably take mushrooms from a talking caterpillar. Within moments of taking the bite, you shrink down to a minuscule size. Satisfied with looking down at you, the caterpillar takes another long drag of smoke before he continues. The other side will make you grow larger, he instructs, breaking off another piece from the opposite side of his mushroom and offering it to you. Now speak. Who are you? It's a difficult task explaining the events that brought you here, made all the more uncomfortable by the caterpillar's apparent lack of interest and attention. Stop, he orders at last, drawing upward slightly. Where you have been and what you have done are quite different from who you are. You try to tell a bit of your background and motivations instead, but the caterpillar remains dismissive of your story. You are not the same as you used to be, he accuses with a snort. Everyone changes, but you have changed far too quickly. Discover yourself once more, his many hands extend, offering his hookah pipe down toward you. We must decide. Alright, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've done. Or, no way in the hell am I smoking whatever crazy hash you got. I want to say smoke it, but I feel like Min and Zoe wouldn't smoke it. So we're going to not smoke it. No way in hell I'm smoking whatever crazy hash you have. The caterpillar's indifference sours as he angrily yanks the pipe back at your refusal. If you refuse illumination, then regret will be your only teacher. He snaps, sticking the pipe back into his own mouth. You scowl in annoyance and prepare to give the caterpillar a good talking to, but you stop mid-breath as the insect bitterly puffs on his hookah. Shadows from the surrounding glade begin to collect inside him. With each inhalation, he grows larger and more alien. His scowling face grows feral, and he gnaws on the pipe the more it changes. You take several steps back from the caterpillar. He draws upward in a predatory stance. Remembering the mushroom, you quickly devour the second piece he gave you, growing back to your normal size, just ahead of the caterpillar's own transformation. The monster does not stop swelling, however, and you flee for the smoky glade as trees splinter and fall behind you. You focus on the mad dash ahead, still unable to see ahead more than a few yards, but spurred onward by the sound of cracking timber and scuttling of a dozen insect legs. Something lashes out at you, barely missing your side and forcing you to veer off and slide down a mossy slope. You barely keep your balance and crawl into a hollow log for respite. Moments stretch to minutes, but the sounds of the mutated caterpillar have vanished completely into the surrounding haze. You wait in shaken silence for a few minutes before finally crawling back out warily. In our Banes, record the caterpillar. Each investigator earns 1 bonus experience. Oh my god. 8 XP. Each investigator searches the collection for a random basic injury, curse, or Oma weakness and adds it to their deck for the remainder of the campaign. Oh my god, we still got more reading, huh? Okay, let's do this. First, injury, curse, and omen. This is for Min. That's flavorful. This is for Zoe. That's more unfortunate. Left once again in the hazy woods, you try to find your bearings to continue your way. With a few landmarks, the task seemed left to chance once more. The eerily silence is lifted as a small current of air begins to blow through the forest. The fog separates around a long funnel of rushing air, providing you with both vision and a path through the forest. You follow the wind, hearing faint notes in the rushing air that remind you of the everyday sounds of Arkham. Could this be Alice's doing, manipulating her dreams to lead you home? You cling to your memories as you follow the current of air, hopefully forward. We go to Tempest in a Teapot. 2B. Yeah, I think because we angered one of the guys, so it's got to be. We can't be pacifists anymore. We've angered one of them. He turned into a thing. He turned into a thing! Okay, well that is it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. If you want to support the channel, you can go to the Patreon page to do that. You guys all rock, all the patrons, as you can see down below. I'll be back next week for another episode of this campaign, but here on Twitch, we're still going. We got at least one scenario in us today. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.